Hi there, and thank you so much for joining Wind Down Wednesday. My name is Antonia Berry. I am the CEO and Chief Strategist of Strategy Academy. Today, we are going to talk about leveraging relationships and a little bit beyond what it means, but to tell you how you can actually do that. So, of course, in defining what leveraging relationships means, it means, your existing relationships that you have, thinking about how you can use the relationships that you have to start new relationships, to branch out beyond the people that you currently know, and to get into additional relationships, because the people you have relationships with typically are willing to introduce you to key contacts that they know that are in their space that could be of interest to you, whether it's for your practice or perhaps you're looking for someone to refer a certain type of work to, or to receive certain type of work from. So just talking a little bit about that, perhaps it might be, an ex-colleague, or it might be somebody that you met at a conference in the past and they're connected, or perhaps you see on their LinkedIn page that they're connected to people that you want to meet, reaching out to that person and saying, perhaps, I'd like to schedule a short call with you for us to catch up. And on that call, you can, again, reconnect, update each other on, what's happening in your life, what's happening in theirs. But first, before asking them to connect you to their contacts, perhaps you can start out by saying, what is a way right now that I can perhaps help you to, develop new relationships in your space? Is there anybody that you see that's sitting in my contacts that I can introduce you to? Is there any specific type of client that you're looking for right now that I can perhaps connect you with? And then extend the olive branch to them first, and seeing perhaps if there's a way for you to help them. Once you've gotten past that, of course, if you are talking to the right caliber person, meaning somebody who's willing to return the favor, which is what you should be looking for in your key contacts. You should be looking for people who are willing to give to you, right? And who are willing to receive from you, instead of it being that they're just there to take the entire time. They're there for just their benefit, right? So it's a reciprocal thing. So in establishing that, first of all, you're talking to the right type of person, the right caliber of person that you should be talking about. They're relational, they're understanding, that them connecting to you and you connecting to them, and you exchanging referrals from both ends will be beneficial for all parties involved. This is where you start to really build a relationship outside of what you currently have, because now you're strengthening that relationship, you're making that relationship stronger, because now you're willing to help that person and that person is willing to help you. Then as another layer, you're then helping them to grow their network, right? And to grow their network, you're introducing them to people that you know, and then they're introducing you to people that they know. So then you're constantly building relationships and overlaps. And just out of mere nature of what it is, that is known to strengthen relationships that you have already with that person that you're talking to. That relationship, just by default, just this very, very simple act of kindness is going to strengthen that relationship and make it stronger, which means that not only are they going to be willing to refer work to you and to introduce you to their contacts at this present moment, but it's going to continue beyond that, right? So when you hear the term used of leveraging off of relationships, this is what it means, right? It means using what's already there and leveraging up, leveling up to the next level in relationships. And then, of course, you need to think beyond that. Think about the people who they introduce you to. Think about who they're connected to, right? So you are basically going to rinse and repeat this exact same method over and over every time you meet people, right? And you build relationships. So before you know it, you're going to have such a wide array of contacts, all types of contacts, that you will then by default become a good referral source for clients. And it's just natural for them to refer work back to you. So if you are an attorney, whether it's you're a solo attorney or you're an attorney within a bigger firm, use this as an opportunity for you to expand your network, to expand your relationships, and to, like I said, level up in terms of, networking. So thank you so much for joining Wind Down Wednesday. That is the content for today, and I hope that you find this useful. Thank you so very much for joining. Again, I'm Antonia Berry, CEO and Chief Strategist of Strategy Academy, and thank you so much for joining. Bye now.